my channel. Welcome to 2022. Today I have the January message for all of the Virgos out in the collective. Please note that this is going to be a general reading, so it will not resonate with every single Virgo out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I'm a psychic intuitive and a spiritual coach, and I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every other week right here on this channel. Without further ado, let's get into your message, Virgo. All right, Virgo, you know the drill. We are going to do a 9-card draw, so let's get shuffling. What information and what insight can you offer Virgo this month? Virgo, we are starting out at the Page of Cups. This is amazing. So this means that there's going to be a lot of planning. I feel like a lot of manifesting, love information coming through, new relationships, partnerships. This is something you're going to want to really look forward to. Okay. I do feel this is mostly along the lines of like just new opportunities altogether that are going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. It can represent emotion. I mean, it can represent a love relationship, but I really feel that ultimately it's just about the feel goods. Like I'm just in my body, I'm just feeling it's like the feel goods, and I absolutely love this. Now, I am a Virgo, and, you know, I love doing these because I actually love seeing what Spirit says for the collective as a whole. I do my own personal spread every month, so to just kind of see how it differs, because there's nothing like getting your own personal message, which this is something I do. I do want to point out, guys, I have not been mentioning this, and I probably should. I have my own Etsy shop now, and if it is linked down below in the description box. If you are interested in getting your own personal reading, there are several different options for you to choose from. So you could just select the one that you want, and I can get them right to you. One more, Spirit, here for Virgo. There's a lot going on here, Virgo. A lot. Okay. All right. Okay, Virgo. We're going to go ahead and dive right in. So first card up represents where you currently are. And as I mentioned, you are at the Page of Cups. If you see me looking off to the side, it is because I actually can see the view. I had to change the way that I was filming. So I'm now using a camera, which wasn't part of the plan this year, but Spirit moved that forward. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm just making sure that it's something that you can see very clearly. Okay, so this Page of Cups, as I mentioned, it is usually about, you know, love news coming in, but I really feel that it's mostly about the feel goods, like things that are going to make you emotionally fulfilled. I do feel that if you are actually in the process of manifesting here, Virgo, here is what I want to tell you, okay? If you are in the process of manifesting, it is going to be so important for you to make sure that you are not completely shutting yourself out, or that you are not looking for the synchronicities or the signs from Spirit. I say that because when I'm looking at this diagonally, I see the Page of Cups with the 5 of Pentacles, which is the heart of the reading, and the Emperor. And so when I look at this from my own psychic perspective, what I'm seeing is that, you know, the 5 of Pentacles is really feeling like you're being left out in the cold. It is sort of a test of your resources. And so if you are in the process of manifesting and you're currently in a space where you don't feel like you're very resourceful, or there's just not enough to go around, it's going to be very important that you get control of your thoughts and your mind, and you seek out ways to be resourceful in the time that you are in, because the Emperor energy is really about expansion and it's about growth. So whatever it is that you understand, like here's the message, what I'm hearing. What I'm hearing is that which you think and you feel, you are creating in your own reality. So if you're in your current state right now are feeling a lack of resources, what can you do today that can help you feel like you are resourceful, that you have more than enough resources around? It may not be to your liking, and it may not be ideal, or it may not be the way that you actually want it to be, but what can you do today? What do you have around you that makes you feel like you have more than enough, right? So it's about getting into a state of gratitude, because the more that you can fill into that, the more of that you're going to grow, okay? So that is what this Page of Cups is ultimately saying. And I do want to point out here too, when I'm looking at it up and down vertically, Page of Cups, the Chariot in reverse with the Six of Pentacles. This is really saying that, things really aren't going your way, right? And it sort of feels like, with this Page of Cups here, who has this fish right here in this cup. Ultimately, the fish represents our visions, our dreams, the things that we ultimately envision for ourselves. And I can tell you that you might feel that things are a little bit out of control. With the Chariot being in reverse, it sort of feels like everything is just out of control right now. But if you could just sort of look at how you are being a little bit more mindful, everything is going to balance itself out. Just rest assured that everything is going to balance itself out, right? It's really about you learning to be in that creator seat, in that creator role, and really allow yourself to sort of be childlike, dream, right? Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your visions or your goals just because things just sort of feel like they're out of control and you don't have any way to, you're not seeing it. Okay. So that's really what it's saying here. Now, your theme this month is the Seven of Wands. Again, if you are feeling like you're lacking the resources, or you just feel like things just aren't going your way, the Seven of Wands says you are fighting very hard right now. So I feel that this month is really going to be about you fighting for what you want, what you're envisioning, what you're dreaming, and you really standing guard and, sort of standing in your power and claiming what's yours. It's also important for you to set boundaries. I think it's really important for you to understand what your boundaries are. Now, most of the times when I speak of boundaries, I'm usually speaking about boundaries when it comes to other individuals. But what I'm hearing here, Virgo, is what are the boundaries that you have set in place for yourself? Okay. And it's interesting. And I'm smiling because I recognized earlier this week that I needed boundaries for myself. I had to set boundaries for myself, because if I don't set boundaries for myself, then I'm sort of gonna lax a little on things that I would expect from other individuals, or boundaries that I would set for other individuals. I have to put myself into that same role, that same perspective, because if anything, Virgos are probably the biggest critics of themselves. They tend to critique themselves to the utmost nth degree, and they also really beat themselves up verbally, mentally, right? So I feel that your theme this month is really going to be about standing your guard, really learning to set boundaries with yourself. Recognize that you're not alone. Recognize that there are many ways that you can focus on your strengths. Don't focus on the weaknesses. Don't focus on the things that you're lacking or that you don't have. Really stand your ground, right? If you have built a solid foundation where you are, if you have built something that you have worked so hard for, you have to protect that, right? But also recognize, how are you sabotaging yourself? Also recognize, where are you sort of skimming on that just a little bit, okay? Now, what are you accomplishing this month? You have the Knight of Wands here, okay? This Knight of Wands is, it's in reversed. And what I want to tell you about the Knight of Wands is that a Knight of Wands is consistent energy. Well, not consistent. It's sort of that in and out energy, right? And usually when a Knight of Wands sets course, they're setting course towards a new adventure. So what I'm going to say is, I feel that right now you are experiencing a lot of the unknown. You're very unsure of where this road is leading you. And you sort of feel like you're in it all by yourself, okay? But here's what I want to say. You have the King of Pentacles with the Emperor right underneath this Knight of Pentacles. And this Knight of Pentacles is very passionate and has this great desire to want to achieve something. And even though you're on this course and you feel like the road has just literally been wiped from underneath you, and you're like, where do I go from now? What does my future look like? Where am I supposed to go? Understand that everything resides within you, right? I feel that ultimately, don't stop doing what you're currently doing. Even if you can't see, what's up ahead or what's next. It's not about trying to figure out the who, the what, the when, the why, and it's not important to figure that out. And I feel that what Spirit really wants you to sort of keep in mind here, Virgo, is that when you can focus on one thing at a time and you focus on your current present moment and you just align yourself with your essence in that moment, the rest will take care of itself. Everything else will fall into place. The one thing I really keep hearing here is hope. Okay, because that is your action card. You have the star here and it's hope. And I feel that the biggest message from Spirit for you this month is don't give up hope. Don't give up doing what you're doing, especially with this Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is going to push and it's going to push and it's going to push and it's going to continue. But I feel that because it's in reverse right now, you just kind of feel like you're very directionless right now. And it's almost like you feel, I don't know which way I'm going. I don't know which end is up, and I don't know what I'm supposed to expect from now because I can't see what's ahead. And what Spirit really wants you to know is you're not meant to know what's up ahead. You're not meant to know what's next. You're just supposed to focus on the here and now. Focus on what you have currently in front of you and allow yourself to really be in that present moment. So what do you need to avoid? Okay, what you need to avoid is the Chariot here, okay? And I really feel that what this is saying is stop trying to rush through everything. The Chariot is a 7, which to me is a sacred number. The Chariot often talks about the challenges that, because it's in reverse, the challenges that you're going to face. But it's really about recognizing you need to become aware of the challenges that you're facing. And I can tell you from my own personal perspective here, Virgos, this month I have really been hit with a massive, massive challenge. I've sort of been hit with a tower moment. And just sharing with you personally, this tower moment really, really, really hit me hard. But one thing I can tell you is that the message that I have heard loud and clear from my own personal experience has been, you're in charge. You get to take control where you go. And ultimately, it's really about learning to see your strengths. What are the strengths that you currently have? If you're facing challenges right now, what are the current strengths that you have right now that can help lead you towards making this a successful month, right? Even if you're not going to, accomplish what you wanted to, you still accomplish something, right? You are overcoming the challenges and the barriers and the obstacles that you're facing. And what Spirit's really saying here is, don't try to rush through it. I feel that a lot of times with the Chariot really talks about, like, if some of you are expecting to travel, there might be some delays in the travel. Maybe some of you are experiencing issues with your vehicle right now, and that sort of just put sort of a big wrench in all of your plans for the remainder of the month. Whatever it might be, the Chariot ultimately leads you towards success. But when it's in reverse, I really feel what it's saying is that you need to take control of the situation. Really tune into your higher self and to Spirit and allow Spirit to move through you to guide you towards where you are meant to be. Because no matter what you're currently experiencing, know that you are in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. Okay? Now, what do you need to embrace? Okay, we have the 5 of Pentacles. And remember, I said this is about feeling, sort of feeling like you're left out in the cold, like you're being neglected, you've been abandoned. But it's really about a test of our resources. And this is really saying that no matter what you are currently going through, this is really wanting you, it's almost like it's stripping you down bare to your bare essentials, to the bare bones, for you to really identify You know, maybe some of you have really been working on a lot of inner child, maybe some, you know, old wounding that now you're sort of getting down to the nitty gritty. You're getting down right down to the root. And maybe this is that last bit where it sort of makes you feel like, you know, how low can I go? How further can I possibly take this? Why am I constantly feeling like I'm constantly having to give up everything that I love or that I support? Or, you know, now when I say this, understand that it's coming from a place that I myself am experiencing. So when I'm looking at this, also know that this message is also for me just as much as it is for you. So understand here, Virgo, that what Spirit really wants you to embrace is embrace the experience that you're currently going through, because even though in the midst of all of this darkness, in the midst of all of the sadness, in the midst of everything that you are experiencing, there is a golden nugget at the end of it. This experience is opening you up to a better understanding of who you really are at the core. It's helping you move along your path and on your journey to understanding yourself. Really recognize that. So this is what you need to embrace. I know that whatever you might be experiencing sucks. Trust me. But if you can allow yourself to just sit with it, right? Allow yourself to really feel what you're feeling and sort of allow yourself to sort of look at it with a higher view. Look at it from the observer perspective. Allow your higher self to sort of come in and give those messages to you. You'll understand it. You'll have a better understanding. You know, this Five of Pentacles, really, it's, you know, this woman and this man here that are outside of a church, right? And this church window basically shows the pentacles. It's basically, this is a resource for you. It's abundant. It's flourishing. They could literally go inside the church and get out of the cold, but they're choosing not to. They're oblivious to it, right? So in the midst of our own misfortunes or our own, you know, experiences that we might be going through, when we feel like we're being left out of the cold, or when we feel like we're being abandoned or neglected in any way, we oftentimes are oblivious to the blessings that surround us or to our resources that are available to us to get us out of the situation that we're in. So remember that with a five is really about change. It's about transformation. So what this is really teaching you is it's teaching you what resources do you have available to you to help you get out of the situation that you're in. Okay. Now, what is the obstacle that you're going to face? You have the King of Pentacles here. And I feel that this obstacle here with this King of Pentacles is ultimately about, I feel that this is going to sound very weird, but I feel that it's sort of that conflict of that inner mind, right? Your higher self mind with your current self in the physical reality that you currently are in. You know, and I'm going to tell you from my own perspective how I'm reading this, okay? You know, I feel that I'm very abundant and I'm very prosperous and I have so much to be grateful for and so much to be thankful for. But right now, I'm really experiencing a test of my resources. So the hardest thing for me is to see the bright side, or to see the positive side, or to see the abundance in the current experience that I'm going through. So this is the obstacle, right? You have to overcome. And again, when you are going through a challenging time, you're being asked to rise to the occasion. You're being asked to really see things from a much higher perspective and truly recognize the blessings that surround you, the things that you have around you that can help get you out of the situation. But I feel that the obstacle you have is sort of getting into this mindset of, I truly believe that I am abundant, but then something like this happens, and then all of a sudden you feel like, well, crap, what did I do wrong, right? You automatically go to that pattern or that old behavior that sort of automatically comes up, where when you're being tested with your resources or you're being tested with relationships, whatever it might be, right? And I feel that because you're currently feel like the road has been sort of ripped out from underneath you, you're in this space where you're like, I don't know, you know, how things are going to look and how I'm supposed to make things grow from this point. A King of Pentacles is someone that learns through experience. They have experienced the opposite of what they currently have, right? And the King of Pentacles is basically the ruler of property, of money, of inheritance, of security, right? But a king, okay, this king went through many different experiences before he got to where he is now, right? So a King of Pentacles is really that person through his experience and through everything that he's gone through. He now knows how to create something out of nothing, right? He put himself there by his experiences and the things that he's learned and all of the hard work that he's put into it. So ultimately, your obstacle here is really going to be getting out of your head about it and really allowing yourself to go through the experience, because the experience in itself is going to teach you something. Now, what is your support? Your support here is the Six of Pentacles. This Six of Pentacles, what it's really saying here is that understand that the energy that you give is the energy that you receive. A six is really about, in this particular sense, it's about, you know, making sure that you're giving and you're also receiving. And I really feel that right now, you're really put into a place where you're having to really watch how you're spending your money, or maybe how you're spending your time, who you're giving your attention to, what kind of projects you're going to be investing in or putting your time and your effort into. So really understand here, Virgo, that is your support. Recognize that, you know, you can't just put all of your efforts and all of your energy and all of your funds in one area, because if you do, then everything becomes unbalanced. So I feel that your ultimate support here is that in light of whatever challenges you are currently facing here, learn to be in balance with everything that you're putting into your energy, your efforts, your work, your money, your finances, whatever it might be, right? Find the balance. Learn to find the harmony in that too. I really feel that's important. Learn to find the harmony. Now, what is your action this month? Your action this month is the Star, okay? This is about hope. I feel that ultimately what you're going through, Spirit wants you to sort of remember not to give up hope. They want you to really tune in to where you are being guided and really listen. Allow yourself to do what is necessary to heal through this month or through this experience, whatever it might be. Just don't give up hope, okay? Now, what is your advice and your encouragement? You have the Emperor here, okay? Now, your advice and your encouragement is that understand that right now you are having to take charge. The Emperor is really about standing in your personal power. And I feel that whatever experience or whatever obstacle, whatever challenge you're currently going through here, you're being asked to sort of stand in your power, because the Emperor is going to make strategic plans. They're going to make strategic moves because they want to grow and they want to expand. And it's important for you to understand, Virgo, that there are some experiences we have to go through in order for us to grow. If we don't go through those experiences, there are certain golden nuggets or lessons that we wouldn't learn had we not gone through those specific experiences. So that is your advice and your encouragement here. Now, I do want to draw an additional card. We are going to be drawing from one of my high frequency decks that I primarily only use when I'm coaching individuals, but Spirit sort of has led me to utilize this deck this year. So we're going to draw from the Lightworker Oracle and see what additional information and insight Spirit has for you here. Angels, archangels, guides, ascended masters, what additional information and insight can you offer Virgo this month? What additional information and insight can you offer Virgo? Yes. Okay, Virgo. We have Eternal Now. I absolutely love this card. This is basically speaking about something we had already discussed. It is about being present, being in the moment, knowing that you are in the right place at the right time. I am going to read what it says in the book because these messages are absolutely beautiful. So let's see what eternal now, what the book has to say. Okay, here we go. Within you is great strength and courage. However, just because you can manage to keep going when you are drained or stressed, it doesn't mean you have to do so. You are encouraged by your higher guidance to request assistance in letting go of tension within your mind and body. You will gain energy through this release and perhaps even see things in a new and more optimistic light. Shifting into a more present, relaxed, and enjoyable state of being will help you overcome the past and successfully create your future. Dear one, have your thoughts become trapped in the pain of the past? Have they been drifting towards possible futures? If too much of your energy is pulled away from the present moment, you diminish the power you have to create what your heart desires. Creation doesn't happen in the past or in the future. It happens in the here and now by the choices you make in each moment. Even now, in reading this message, you are choosing to be present, to bring your energy into the eternal now, stimulating the law of attraction into action. As you relax in this moment, trusting that the past is over and the future shall be truly wonderful, you can more easily energize your dreams, visions, and heartfelt desires. The universe believes that you are deserving of a spiritual gift. To accept the gift, in whatever form it takes, you will need to be present to have enough stillness of mind to recognize it. You'll need to have enough inner peace to accept it, to take it inside where it can nourish, inspire, and heal you. The form of this gift will be perfect for you, and the way that it comes shall be perfect too. It is being orchestrated by divine timing now. It will assist you to take the next step on your soul journey successfully. Your gift might be a piece of guidance, an inner knowing that changes your outlook permanently. It might help you truly know in your heart that your divine destiny is already unfolding and your spiritual success is inevitable. It is not a question of if, only a matter of when. Your gift might be an amazing opportunity that comes out of the blue. It could be a meeting that will prove significant to your unfolding life path. It could be a new relationship or a new connection with a community. It might be life-changing teaching, a deeply healing dream, or an actual object. A spirit is unlimited in its willingness and ability to give to you. You need only be open to receive, and you do so by bringing yourself back to the present moment. Virgos, I absolutely love this message. I feel that we did touch on these concepts in pretty much every single aspect. You know, since you are starting out in this place of the Page of Cups, which is the dreamer, it is about dreaming and envisioning a life that we have planned for yourself. And all of a sudden, I feel like you've sort of shifted into this place where you're being tested right now. You're facing a lot of obstacles. You're facing a lot of challenges, but Spirit's telling you, don't give up hope. Remember that every experience that you encounter is here to teach you something, and it's here to help you become who you had envisioned for yourself way back when. It might not make sense to you now, Virgo, but I promise you, when you reach that pinnacle of success, when you reach that place where you have planned for yourself, it will all make sense in that moment. So Virgo, I thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Namaste, guys.